I usually side with victims, but not this time. I don't I don't believe it. Ain't no way Shannon Sharpe is making that type of mistake in these times after all that's happened to his friends and everything that's going on. Hell no. This got to be a shakedown. 100% shakedown.
So they keep doing this same exact thing over and over and over. Every time somebody of our community has success, it's the same old story. Ever since Michael Jackson, they've been doing it time after time after time. Again, it's the same story.
All right, guys, gotta talk about this story from Shannon Sharpe. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard by now. Okay, Shannon Sharpe is being accused of SA. Okay, a woman filed a lawsuit, okay, a $50 million lawsuit, claiming that she was the R word from Shannon Sharpe. Okay, Shannon Sharpe R word her, and now she's coming out with a $50 million lawsuit, okay, which I find quite fascinating because he just announced that he was signing a $100 million contract, right? Isn't that coincidence that now he's signing a contract 24 to 48 hours later? Yeah, a woman is now coming out saying that she wants $50 million. Okay, I just find that quite weird that the timing of the lawsuit is definitely suspicious. Now, the lawyer of the woman, okay, claiming that she was SA'd, okay, Tony Busby, represented a woman claiming something similar against Jay-Z a couple months ago. Okay, not only that, but he was trying to represent 20 women against Sean Diddy Combs, okay, against Puffy. So it seems like he has history of, I don't know if it's coming after entertainers or men or black men. I don't know what's going on because I don't know all of his cases to, you know, definitely pinpoint if he's targeting a specific group. Now, I did take a look at other platforms and different content creators just to get a feel as to, are people buying this, right? Are people actually believing what's being reported here and if this is actually true or not? And I would say about 90 to 95% of people, men and women, are basically saying, yeah, this is bogus. Okay, this is absolutely bogus.
Tony Busby should have been in Sinners because he don't have no morals whatsoever. Either Skip Bayless says Tony Busby, he was like, it's your turn to get sued. Or Tony Busby just don't care. I'm sorry, nobody believes Tony Busby. Please. And they said it happened in January? I gotta see. I usually side with victims, but not this time. I don't believe it. Ain't no way Shannon Sharpe is making that type of mistake in these times after all that's happened to his friends and everything that's going on. Hell no. This gotta be a shakedown. 100% shakedown. They need like a celebrity version of Tony Busby, like a lawyer that they have like a pile of money for lawyers like Tony Busby, because that's just wrong. Okay, I don't see it happening. Tony is definitely a B. He'll sting you soon as you get some money.
Look now, Mr. Tony Busby, I have a question for you. Why are you coming after all these successful high black men? Why everybody coming to you? Who is behind you that they not really saying? Because now you coming after Shannon Sharpe. Now listen, is this the lady that he had on the phone that was mistakenly recorded on live? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on because it didn't work with Beyonce and Jay-Z. It ain't really working with Diddy. So now you're going after somebody else. Like, what is it? It got to be somebody behind you because you're not doing this alone. And why is everybody able to say Jane Doe or John Doe? If you going to sue me, put your goddamn name in it. I want to know who you is. Don't try to say, oh, it's for the protection. No, my money ain't protected when you come out, when you talking about you trying to sue me. I'm just saying, I don't understand. Don't be no coward and say Jane Doe. Stand up. Do what you got to do. Like, I don't understand that. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. And RIP to the Pope. He lived to be 88 years old. He lived out his purpose on this earth. But yeah, I know the whole Catholic, they in mourning. They are. But yeah, y'all, Busby, let it go. Find something else to do. Somebody else. Go after somebody. Why is it always his name though?
So they keep doing this same exact thing over and over and over. Every time somebody of our community has success, It's the same old story. Ever since Michael Jackson, they've been doing it time after time after time. Again, it's the same story. Now, all of a sudden today, Shannon Sharpe has been accused of R-word in a $50 million lawsuit after a rocky consensual relationship. They're alleging that he got aggressive with somebody he was dealing with after she found out about the My Michelle video, and they said he R-worded her, A-worded her, A-N-A-L-L-Y. This is a lie. I'm not going to believe that Shannon Sharpe has did this. Every time we have any type of success and we go out and want to venture on our own and we don't want to depend on them anymore, it's the same exact story over and over and over again. They're coming for our pockets. They're jealous of our success. Now a $50 million lawsuit. Come on, man. Why didn't you been say this? Now all of a sudden today, when Shannon Sharpe has been speaking out on so many different things, now they want to get rid of his platform.
Okay, so let me know what you guys think about that. Now, I do want to get into the nitty-gritty of the actual lawsuit. I believe it's like 14 or 15 pages. Now, shout outs to this content creator for creating this video, basically kind of summarizing the lawsuit. Okay, so let's get into it.
I'm not a lawyer, but Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million in a lawsuit that accuses him of a number of things. And I read the 14-page complaint, so let me tell you exactly what Jane Doe is alleging Shannon Sharpe did. Now, the lawsuit was filed by attorney Tony Busby, who we know well, on behalf of his Jane Doe client. The suit says that Jane Doe met Shannon Sharpe at a gym in LA in early 2023 when she was 19 and Shannon Sharpe was in his 50s. Sharpe aggressively pursued her and she eventually gave him her number. But before the two of them even hang out, he apparently tries to get her to sign an NDA.
Shannon Sharpe should have said, you know what? You're not going to sign that? I'm gone. I'm gone. Okay, I'm gone. I'm gone. So, you know, hey, if this is true, I think Shannon Sharpe in retrospect is probably like, man, I should have really gotten her to sign that NDA, but let's keep going.
She refuses to sign it, so he eventually stopped asking and invited her over. Jane Doe agrees to go over, and according to the complaint, the very first night was disturbing and unsettling. The suit says he opens the door and without saying a word just walks upstairs. She follows him, he goes into his bedroom and then points at the bed. He goes to the bathroom and then comes out, cuts out the lights, and then lays in the bed. Jane Doe says she didn't know what to do, so she just lays in the bed with him, and then the two of them lay there for 10 minutes silently. And then after those 10 minutes, things started happening. The suit claims that at one point, Jane Doe realized that Shannon Sharpe was recording their encounter without her knowledge or her consent. And then the following day, Jane Doe comes back to Shannon Sharpe's house, but she gets there about 5 minutes after the time he told her to arrive. And so she says when she gets inside, he begins yelling at her, accusing her of disrespecting him and wasting his time. He then allegedly grabs her by her neck and then begins engaging with her. But this time he apparently tells her that he's going to end her life. And so, according to Jane Doe, this was the kickoff to the almost 2-year relationship that the two of them had, filled with control, physical, emotional, and psychological abuse.
So she's making the claim that he essayed her the first night, and then she came back and then agreed to a relationship, a 2-year relationship. Are you guys buying this? Right? Like, first glance, it's like, what? Like, this don't even sound right.
She notes that he once yelled at her while there was a firearm in the room, and because she was scared, she began sharing her location with her friends. But when Shannon Sharpe saw her sharing her location, he allegedly grabbed her by the neck and told her that if she did that again, he would end her life. The lawsuit says that in 2024, Shannon Sharpe and Jane Doe both moved to Vegas, but it notes that Shannon Sharpe apparently likes to claim that Jane Doe followed him to Las Vegas, but she says that's a lie and she went to Las Vegas for her own reasons. Okay, girl. The suit says in September of 2024, when Shannon Sharpe did that infamous live stream, Jane Doe began to pull away from him because her name ain't Michelle, and she thought the two of them were in an exclusive relationship, but clearly not.
Okay, so this is kind of making sense now, because according to the woman that's suing Shannon Sharpe, she believed that she was in a relationship for 2 years, and Shannon Sharpe, it seems like, was talking to other women. Okay, he was kind of doing his thing, and she probably didn't like that. Okay, she probably didn't like that. They ended up breaking up, and then she was probably thinking about it. Okay, thinking about it for many months. You know, she's probably replaying past 2 years allegedly of the relationship. She had to go back to her normal life, and somebody probably put a battery in her back to say, get him.
About a month later, in October of 2024, Jane Doe says that she was working out at the gym when Shannon Sharpe aggressively approached her. He comes over and tells her to sit down or he's going to end her life. Jane Doe's refusing to speak with him, and so he then allegedly forced her into his car, took her back to her apartment, and then without consent, engaged with her while she was crying and telling him to stop. The suit specifically says that Shannon Sharpe told her, quote, "I'm going to punish this. I'm going to make it so no man will want you again." A few months after this, in January of 2025, the lawsuit says that Shannon Sharpe told Jane Doe that he wanted to see her and that he had a combined Christmas and birthday gift to give to her, because he previously promised her one. So she allows him to come over, and when he did, the suit says that he undressed, and again, despite her screaming and resisting him, he engaged with her without her consent. And so she's suing him for assault and battery and emotional distress. And she's asking for $50 million. As of now, Shannon Sharpe has not responded to the lawsuit, and like always, these are allegations that have to be proven in court. It's also worth noting that this lawsuit references another Shannon Sharpe lawsuit that was apparently filed in New York last year and has similar claims, but I haven't read that lawsuit, so I can't speak to it. So we will see how this one plays out.
Okay, so it seems like there's another lawsuit according to this YouTuber here, and it seems like the lawyer of this lawsuit is trying to group or reference the previous lawsuit that happened in New York. Okay, so they're really trying to build a case here against Shannon Sharpe that he has a pattern of this type of behavior. Okay, so they're trying to strengthen their argument here and really come after him for the $50 million. Okay, so that's crazy. Again, because he was closing a deal of $100 million, and now this woman is coming out of nowhere trying to sue him for $50 million. Okay, so hey, let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, do you guys think that he's innocent? Do you guys think there's some sort of truth behind that? Me personally, you know, just based on his talking points and what I've heard from him, and you know, watching him for many years, I'm not buying this. I'm just not. Okay, do I think that maybe he had a rocky relationship with her, or there were toxic parts of the relationship, or maybe he wanted her to sign an NDA, maybe he wanted to record them having intercourse? Okay, that could very well be a possibility. But do I think that he forced himself on a woman for many years? Many years, okay? Because according to the lawsuit, she was in a relationship with him for 2 years. And, you know, apparently he came by to give her a gift, and you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many opportunities for her to just not see him / bring this up a lot sooner, a whole lot sooner. Okay, why now? Why now? Okay, now that he's signing this deal of $100 million, why now? Okay, I'm just saying. But hey, let me know what you guys think about this one. Give me some feedback, and until next time.